Hey, I just wanted to share this video with you all because I had this idea as well, but to hear someone else who has done this and to hear someone else share about ways that you can become more financially free and do it in a way that is fast and smart. Just sharing another way that we can go around and make money. And it's about not staying in one position, one career, one role in a job, in a company for years and years and years and years. So I'm gonna share this with you all, but guys, I hope it does for you all what it did for me because it is so exciting to hear. And we're always saying, there's ways to make money and become financially free or better help our family, and we don't do it. And this one was so encouraging. You've got to watch the whole video. I will put the link in the description box below, but check this out. I hope it does for you what it did for me.
Out of it, in the website, or on the website, I should say, you said that you can guarantee help someone make $100,000 without zero experience within 6 months to a year on an entry-level job in tech without having no experience.
So not only is that true, but also that's actually conservative. If anything, we decided to keep the number down just so sure we kept it modest.
You saying conservative, like they can make more?
Yeah. Definitely more.
Talk to me about this, man. What is scale in tech?
Yeah, so the reason why it's scale in tech is because for those that didn't see my episode with you, when I got in the tech industry, I started out about $90,000, which is pretty normal. Mm-hmm. But within less than a year, I scaled to over $500,000 my first year in tech.
Wow.
And so by the time I did your episode, I was at my third tech company, even though I'd only been in the industry for about 10 months. Okay. And at that point in time, my total compensation had me at about $580,000 at that point in time.
$580,000.
Yeah, it was major.
In the tech world.
Yeah.
With only a year in it.
Yeah, a little bit less than a year in it. What I realized, I learned a lot in the industry, things like job hopping, job stacking, equity, which is something people don't talk a lot about. Everybody focuses on the six-figure salary, which is cute, but really the money is in the equity, and that's something else that we could talk about later. But ultimately, I learned a lot of different things that allowed me to scale in tech. And over the past couple of years, helping thousands of people get into the industry, even people that have been in the industry for 10 plus years that weren't making at least $200,000, $150,000, and I started doing a lot of coaching calls and consultations, I realized man, a lot of y'all are just focused on just getting this $90,000, $100,000 job. You don't realize you can scale much further. So we decided, we're like, you know what, scale in tech, because whether someone's in tech or they're not in the tech industry, they need to understand they can scale significantly further beyond just that, that $100,000 price point.
So without sharing too much of your personal business, because I respect the privacy and it's really none of our business, but what were the basic things that you did to go from 90,000 to $500,000 within less than a year?
Yeah, so some of the basic things. Now, again, I know much more now than I did at that point in time. So a lot of it was God's grace carrying me with a little bit of things that I was learning along the way. So one of the things, like I mentioned, was job hopping. So the tech industry is unique in two ways, because one, the tech industry is one of the few industries that far outpaces inflation. So you know this number better than I do, so correct me if I'm wrong, but American inflation in America, it goes up roughly about 4 or 5% every single year.
3%.
Yeah, 3%. Yeah. Okay. And so these last few years have been a little crazy, but on average, most careers, people's income only goes up roughly about 2%.
Right.
So people are technically becoming poorer or broker every single year.
Yeah.
But the tech industry is unique because the average tech job, just somebody that stays at their tech job, their income increases about $10,000 to $15,000 a year just if they stay at their job. But we want to talk about job hopping. My first job, I went from 90,000, and then 5 months later, I job hopped to another company. They put me at $157,000. It was $145,000 with a $12,000 sign-on bonus. The second time I job hopped, I went to a company where they had my total compensation that was including my base pay, my commission, because at the time I was in tech sales, my base pay, commission, my sign-on bonus, but also my equity. And this is the thing I started learning about. My equity within the company, it had me averaging out at $580,000. So I learned about job hopping, where you're able to increase your salary anywhere between about $25,000 to $50,000 every time you job hop. But the more important thing that I've learned since then is the importance of negotiating equity. I'm sure you're familiar with NVIDIA. They're like one of the top companies in the world right now.
Yes.
Everybody can look this up. NVIDIA, and this goes for a lot of other tech companies as well, but NVIDIA, the majority of NVIDIA's employees, the majority of them are millionaires. And 3/4 of that majority that are millionaires are actually decamillionaires. They became that because of their equity in the company. And so that's a play that a lot of people don't know about. So again, the 6-figure career thing is great. It's wonderful. We celebrate it.
Yeah.
But a lot of our other brothers and sisters, a lot of our Indian brothers and sisters, Asian brothers and sisters, they are aware of the equity play in the tech industry and how you can really scale significantly further. So again, the 100K again is very modest, but there's a lot that we know, as well as through our network, through our guarantees that we have because of our network. We're being able to guarantee people interviews with leaders at major tech companies. Through a lot of that, we're able to do significantly more. But again, to keep it modest, to keep it conservative, we just say 100K.
So when we're talking about,
So, guys, I hope that blessed you like it blessed me. That was exciting information. This is all I got for you today, but take it, do what you will. This is Simone with Simple Smart Mommy Money Moves. Have a blessed day.